Hi everybody. So happy full moon. Well, and it's a lunar eclipse too, so we have to remember that it's gonna be pretty intense. So I should probably turn my music up before they don't let me keep this video. My bad. Anyways, so sorry, don't my hair. It's all wavy today. So with this full moon, I know it's going to be, this month has been very emotionally crazy, and it's been a big turbulence, a lot of like closures and stuff like that. But hang in there, okay? This is going to be so good. I woke up very emotional. I feel very like blah, but tonight I'm going to do something that I've been dying to do on a full moon. I'm actually going to go swimming in the full moon, in the light of the full moon, in one of the best spots to see the moon on this island. I'm very excited. I'm going to be going with one of my friends, actually two of my friends, who are very open energetically, and I'm very excited to be a part of this tonight. I feel good about this. I feel really good. I got a reading done today, and the reading that I did was a lot of closure, a lot of letting me know that the choices that I'm doing, everything that I have put myself out there, all the hardships, all that crap that I went through was all worth it. So I'm really excited to have this chapter end. It's been 9 years of this craziness and this ups and downs and these trials and these errors and everything like that. So I'm really excited to have this. I'm really excited to have another chapter that's closing. It's, a hard chapter to deal with, and, it was an intense, quick chapter. It was maybe like 60 pages. Not even. That's a long fucking chapter. Let's do like 6 pages chapter. It was a really fast chapter, a very intense chapter. I'm very excited to have that close and have things open up for more possibilities and more endless things, because that's the way it's going to be. And I'm feeling very optimistic. My best friend, my soul sister, has been trying her hardest to pass this test, and this was her final chance and she passed it, and I just feel incredibly happy for her, as much as I was sad that I wasn't there to celebrate. I wasn't awake to answer that fucking call, to hear from her, just be so happy for her. I am, and I'm very thankful to have her in my life, and I feel her positivity, I feel her energy, and I'm so thankful that she did so well on this test, and that her future is better, and she doesn't have to stress about that anymore, and I'm very excited to have that, even just to celebrate that for her. I'm very excited, and I felt like that's a big step, and having that energy surrounding my life. It may not be my energy, but it's her energy, and she's my best friend, she's my soul sister, and of course, like, I love that she has this energy, and I love that, things are finally, closing for her and opening up at the same time. That test was the final chapter, and she did it. And I'm very excited to spend this day with my newfound friend. We went, I'm really excited to just see how she'll embrace this energy, and I don't feel weird around her when I just want to be quiet under the moonlight. I feel really comfortable around her in that sense. I'm really excited to see how we do tonight. She's a very much so free spirit, and I really enjoy that about her. So I'm really excited that we get to do this, and I've invited her to come along with me. I usually like to do things on my own, but I really feel like she was something that I wanted to invite, and I'm obviously extended my invite to my long-haired friend Pocahontas. I'm really excited to have this done, and I'm really excited to experience this full moon. And as much as it's turbulent month, this full moon and this eclipse, I just want everybody to remember that it's going to be hard, to keep pushing forward, to recognize the feelings that we are feeling. Like today I woke up very emotional, and I know it was because I wasn't a part of my best friend's celebrations last night, and it's other things too, like my heart's been through the ringer, and that's okay, because it's just making me stronger, and it's making me hopeful, and it's making me excited to move forward, and to see who else will come into my life, and see who else deserves me. because this weekend I actually had the courage to tell somebody that I've had my eye on since I got on this island. And it's not that I had my eye on him to like date him or anything like that. He's just a very attractive person. And it's not really that his physical, he is not ugly by any means, my God. But I mean, his smile is absolutely beautiful. And every time he smiles, I just can't help but look at it. And I'm just like, shit, this guy's got like the best smile on the whole island. Well, believe it or not, I wasn't even that drunk this weekend. And I had a great time. We danced until like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And my friend ended up talking to a friend of his, and I was standing behind him. And I'm a shy person, believe it or not. So, it takes me a little bit of time. I actually tapped him on the shoulder, well, back maybe, I don't know. And I told him that he had the most beautiful smile on the island, and that his smile was the best. And just a little bit of courage that I found myself putting out there made me feel good. I hope that with me saying that, he felt good about himself. It was just something simple. I'm not saying that I'm like obsessing over him or anything like that. Obsessing over his smile, yes. But I mean, I stepped over my comfort line and I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to tell him. I'm sick and tired of being in the background saying something to everybody else about how beautiful his smile is, but I'm going to tell him to his face. And I did. And he responded really kindly, and it was nice. It was just one of those things where I think that he needed to hear that. So it was really nice to do that. And we're just going to move forward, and we're just going to keep seeing what else comes my way. And I'm excited for this chapter to end, this new moon. So I just want everybody to be aware of your feelings. And when you start to feel a certain way, like this is a time for change for everybody. And when you start to feel a certain way, recognize whether or not it's coming from your past, and if this is something that we need to move forward from, and why you're feeling that way and why it came the way it did. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you're feeling sad, but why? Recognize those feelings, recognize it, and let it go. Okay? And then allow the happiness to come in. Feel those feelings, let it go. And continue to do that. And just know and have faith in the universe, and have faith that whatever happens is supposed to happen. Enjoy yourself, love yourself first. That's the most important thing of all of this that I think we all need to learn, is loving ourselves first. And even though in life we make commitments, freaking eyebrow. Even though in life we make commitments to people and things like that, the first and foremost, the most important commitment that we need to make is to ourselves, to make sure that we are happy and we are content with who we choose to be and who we choose to spend our lives with and who we choose to move forward with. In all aspects of the world. So I want you guys to remember that, commitments are commitments, but don't feel like you're a prisoner to your commitments. That's something that I kind of just heard right now. Like I just had like a channeled little message. Don't feel like you're a prisoner to your commitments. The only commitment that you should make is the commitment to love yourself and to love yourself better and to be who you need to be to move forward in life. Okay? Recognize your feelings, be better than you were yesterday, all those hooplas and little blahs, just do that. And I'm hoping that maybe tonight I can do some recording of this full moon and I'll post it. If you want to follow me, you can on Instagram if you haven't already. I don't even know what else to say. Just keep speaking your truth, people. Be true to yourself. Smile and laugh through the hardships. You can cry. You're allowed to cry. That's the best way to learn how to let go. But don't forget to smile too, because those hardships that we feel and those hardships that we go through are all lessons that we're going to learn and we're going to move from and we're going to move forward. So just be thankful that you're alive every day, that we get to move through this. I was watching a video and it came across that we make sometimes we make to be our better selves without even knowing in a past life or before we were born or anything like that, we've made ourselves our lives, and we've made my eyes like all twitchy. It's so weird. Anyways, I make myself laugh all the time. It's weird. But anyways, that's who I am. So sometimes in life, we've made a conscious or an unconscious choice on how the type of life we're going to live. And when I heard that, it made sense to me because, I come from a good family. My parents were great parents. I can't complain. We all have our issues and we have to grow from them, and that's normal. That's all normal stuff. But to deserve the life that I had, I was like, fuck, what the hell did I do so wrong? But when I got my reading done, a comment was made about that all my hardships was what I needed to go through in order to help people. And that's something that I've always kind of thought. But it wasn't something that I always thought about myself, like that I thought, for sure, until that's kind of been constantly pointed out to me lately. And that's kind of like the little signals and the little signs that I've been getting from the universe. I used to think that, this is all lessons for me to learn so I can teach people, so I can, help people along the way. And the reading was done and she mentioned that. And then today when I was listening to some full moon tutorials, and not tutorials, but like some full moon energies and just some explanations so I can kind of have, an idea of what to handle today. Someone had mentioned that we make sometimes unconscious choices for our type of life. And that makes sense to me because I do feel that. I feel like I am strong enough to handle the crap that's come my way, and I'm still here smiling. And there's times where I cry, and that's normal, that we do that. But I want us to remember that it's okay to smile at the hardships. Like, that's perfectly fine. And know that this month is all about pushing forward, seeing guys that, have done me wrong, and, guys that wanted me and that are still kind of like trying to come after me. And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. You fucked up. Move on. They're trying to infiltrate my life again. They're trying to come back into my life, and I'm just not having it. It's because I've grown stronger and I'm not allowing that type of energy back into my life. And whether or not it's because I like somebody else or nothing, that's not the case. And it's not even the case at all. It's just that I know what I deserve. I know what I felt. And I know that they don't deserve that. Because if you're willing to treat me that way one time, there will be another time. And that's something we have to remember, regardless if it's with guys or family or anything like that. If they can treat you a certain way, then that's what it is. And this is the time of the year, and this is the time of month where all those people are going to start coming back, because that's what this moon is doing. It's bringing everything back, everybody back into your life that you really don't really want in your life, but it's your choice. And that's what we got to remember, okay? So remember that. Remember, make the choices if you want to keep going in a fucking circle, or if you want to get out of that circle and make a better life for yourself. Move forward from it. Pick the right choices, pick the right people, and accept your actions. Take ownership of your feelings and move the fuck on, okay? Peace and love.